Hey everybody, I'm going to do something I haven't done for a while, a comments thread. Did that video yesterday, Secret Service Dodgeball, and I was really amazed. Really interesting comments. Well, I mean, not amazed, but what I was amazed by was the diversity of Dodgeball versions and types played around the world, and I wanted to make a video to respond to some of the comments that were made there. First of all, just to shout out some of the amazing varieties. For example, Caldav said, I'm sorry, the type's really small, it's hard for me to read, said, I don't have my glasses, said that it's called, I can't even pronounce this, YVBIJENA with an accent in Czech. Vebijena? I don't know how to pronounce that in Czech. And it says, we used to play it a lot, but it was nothing new. My mother used to play it at school as well, and she is in her 80s. Wow. Now I did some research, some real quick research, and it looks like Dodgeball is quite old, so it looks like it's not surprising to find out that people have been playing it for a long time. Another Dagans Konto says, we played Ghost Ball, which is basically the same thing as Dodgeball, but when someone got hit, they turned into ghosts, whom standed a few meters behind the team that killed them. So instead of trying to hit your opponent yourself, you could pass the ball to the ghost to take up your enemy from the other side. That's very similar to the way that it's played here in Japan as well, where they have the two teams, and if you strike the person from the other side, they'll go behind you. But they can also take it from either side. So they basically kind of encircle you in a square circle. Such a thing can exist. Ghost Ball, interesting. And Warma Strat says, in Kentucky, we played it by lining up against the wall and one kid throwing chicken legs at the other. Oh no, not chicken legs, ball. Okay, sorry. Just thinking about the Kentucky Fried Chicken thing. He says they would throw one kid against the wall and one kid would throw, and if he nailed, you were out. If you caught the ball, he moved into line and you became the thrower. I remember playing something like that in California as well, although the main variety that we played there was a circular affair where we had there was a circular line, big circle painted on the ground, and we would stand on the throwers would stand on the outside of the circle, and the dodgers would stand in the middle. And basically last man standing, last boy, last girl standing type of a deal. Much simpler than the Japanese version. And then another comment was, and I mentioned in the video that Dodgeball was invented in Japan. I was told that, and I don't know if it's actually true, but there seems to be some other claimants to the origin. Let's see, Eat Carpet says, I think it originated in England. I did a real quick Google search this morning on the origins of Dodgeball, and it looks like there are multiple possible origins. The best one, and the one I'm going to run with, is that 4,000 years ago the Chinese were playing Dodgeball with severed heads. You can't beat that one. Okay, that's the origin for me. Next one is I Can Fix That says, that's really cool. At my elementary school we played something called Dr. Dodgeball. Now this is really cool. When people got out, they would have to sit down, but the one doctor unknown to the opposing side could revive them. In order to protect the identity of the doctor, we would have multiple people touch a hit player to revive them, or have them wait until multiple people had touched them to get up. Sorry for rambling, but no problem. That is fascinating. What an interesting idea, to actually have the opponent sit down and then an unknown healer to be able to revive them, and then the target be to get that healer, but to protect their identity. Fascinating, fascinating. Tommy Turntables 1 says, Kurt, we need to see you versus some Japan dodgeballers. I would love to do that, but I don't think that's possible, given that we don't show the kids outside the school. Molly and I basically have decided that we don't show, and we shouldn't. We'd lose our jobs most likely. We basically don't show anything related to school outside the school in videos, but it would be cool to see. Let's see. Jameer says, laughing my ass off. That's hilarious. There's something very just poetically ironic about the kids taking out those Secret Service guys in the Dodgeball game. In the original video, I talked about how if you didn't see it, there were a TV show that brought in Secret Service agents and had them basically try to protect their target man. from kids, Japanese children, with playing dodgeball, and that the Secret Service agents were unable to do so, were ineffective, and were left standing on the sidelines while their mark, the man they were to take a bullet for, was taken out by a group of snot-nosed kids. Okay, Total Drama Queen 108 says, ha ha ha, that's truly amazing, and yeah, definitely creative television program. I was really enjoyed that show several years ago. Jimera, I think it was, wrote to me and asked about, was it Jimera? Asked about the name of the show, and I couldn't remember. It's been so many years. It's been several years. It's called Spookball. I hope I'm saying that right. S-P-O with the accent, K-B-O-L-L, Spookball? Spookball? Excuse my Swedish chef accent here in Sweden. Work. If you don't know the old Jim Henson's Muppet Show, there was the Swedish chef, and he always I hope I'm not offending anybody from Sweden. I apologize if I do. I love the Swedish chef. I love people from Sweden. If I could be reborn as a Swedish person. I mean, I don't know how to say this. Sweden rocks. The Netherlands rocks. Anything that part of the world. Some of the best time of my life was the time I spent in the Netherlands. Amazing. I know it's not Sweden, but okay. Anyway, Spookball in Sweden, frequently played in pre-high schools here, translates into Ghost Ball. We have the second version of the Ghost Ball. Yeah, of course, spook. So that is, in English we say spook to sometimes spook, the word spook can be a derogatory term, but we also use spook to reference ghosts and the like. And there you go. We have some very interesting comments those are just the comments after one day. I wonder how many variations, versions, incarnations, and types of dodgeball there might be. And it would be interesting to do a compare and contrast of children's games around the world. Play yard games. Wouldn't that be a fascinating coffee table book? Schoolyard games and around the world, showing the different types of schoolyards. You know, schoolyards aren't one and the same. I mean, in the States, we always typically have a beautiful, grassy grounds. And here in Japan, you don't see grassy grounds. You see an austere dirt. It's almost like a tarmac in a way. It's very hard, and for good reason. If you had Japan gets so much rain, if you had a grassy grounds to play on, it would turn into a mushy, soupy mess before long. But with the type of gravel surface or kind of a dirt surface that they have here, the rain quickly dries and disappears, and kids are able to get back out on the field. Wouldn't it be great to have a coffee table book showing the different types of play areas that children around the world have in their schools, and also the games that they play? Oh, that just reminds me. You know, I've got a backlog of videos to upload. So many that are waiting to be uploaded, and I've got one that needs to go out to the Softy channel talking about kids and play yards. I encountered this truly a magical play area in a Japanese elementary school up in the mountains. I'm going to upload that today. There you go. This video's I forgot about it. It's just sitting there in the archive waiting to get uploaded. I'm going to upload it today. So I'm going to segue over to the Software Dropout channel and say there'll be a video uploaded this evening, Japan time, probably titled Magical Japan Schoolyard. Have a look at it. You can see what the Japanese schoolyards are like and how this one particular school has managed to turn it into a magical area. Okay, that's it for me, friends. 2 cups of coffee is a little too much. Have a great weekend. Hey, it's Thursday, but it's really Friday here in Japan. Yeah, Thursday, but Friday. Bye-bye.